This is way better to listen to this. Don't those kazoos sound lovely? I'd still like to see Nintendo copyright strike this motherfucker. Ooh, that doesn't hit well. Oh. Okay, well that was the Yoshi clan in G major apparently. I hope you guys enjoyed that. That was very strange for me, and of course this is gonna be a very strange stream, so I figured why not start it on a high note. Okay, so I need to do the due diligence and give you the background because I'm sure that half of you don't know what the hell Harvester is. So, you know, here I'll see if I can find the Wikipedia. All right. I know a little bit about this too, but we'll talk about this. All right, so Harvester was a 1996 point-and-click adventure game written, directed by Gilbert P. Austin, and developed by DigiFX Interactive. Basically, this is an FMV game, or no, it's a DOS game. It's technically FMV. It's got some FMV in it, but it's a DOS game that it's a point-and-click adventure. You play as a guy named Steve. It is really weird. It also has a lot of controversy behind it. Yeah, totally controversy. Yeah. Hold on. So basically, Harvester has warnings of it being like excessively violent for the day. Also very controversial. I don't think like today is gonna make it any better. Like it's gonna be probably not any better. Um, it's got some dark moments. It's got some messed up moments, and you know, I'm gonna start again. We'll start the stream carefully with a quick warning. If you are like sensitive to darker topics, including toaster bath and random like harshness, stereotypical not garbage, but like stereotypes and stuff like that, this is probably not going to be your video. I'm gonna warn you right now that this game isn't for the lighthearted, but I'm also gonna warn you guys too that it is also satire. The message is the satire. So, this is your good morning. I probably should have actually put it on stream, not to lie. I should probably edit the info. I don't know, like it is an M-rated game, so I'm just gonna be careful. We'll just say a couple different things. It is allowed on Twitch's. It has a category in Twitch though, so like I don't think it's gonna be like super bad, but like I mean I'm gonna put them up there now just in case. I don't know exactly 100%. I know like the game sort of, but I've never physically played it, and it was on sale for like $1. So I was like, you know what? Let's do it. let's let's see how much my people can take. Before I finally get completely banned off Twitch. No, I mean if it's got a Twitch category, I mean it should be safe. I am a little worried to put this on YouTube though, but um, so yeah, just a final warning. Everything you're about to see is satire. It does not display any opinions that I have on here. My opinions are my own, and there is some graphical content for FMV DOS days. And you got to remember this. This was in the '90s. It's a completely satire, or like satiric. Um, I don't know what you want to say. Medium of or media. So if you are easily offended by anything like dark tones and you know toaster bath and all that fun jazz, I highly don't recommend this stream. But this is a pretty interesting point and click. I've never played a point and click for stream, and weirdly enough, I've never played one for streamer myself. Basically, this is my first DOS game. But Steam's got backups for it, so which is good. It's got DOSBox support, which is fantastic. Alrighty. Oh, I don't want. Okay, give me a second. It's gonna be a little loud here. You're not gonna see anything for a second. Oh, not that. It's working. There we go. We got it. All right. Yeah, you're gonna see my mouse this time. That's fine. I don't think I've actually played like a point and click on this thing here. I'm gonna actually reset my keyboard here and figure this out. All right. So let us enjoy this. I actually get to see the chat like pretty closely this time, which is kind of cool. I actually have a full window for this. Oh, look at that beautiful cow. So I've never played Harvest, but I've seen a lot of what it's about. So I'm very excited to see what's gonna happen here. This is an FMV, kids. This is what the 96 looked like. I hope you're ready. I'm not even gonna optimize it. You gotta like deal with it just like I have to. This actually looks pretty decent. Alright. Are you paying attention? There's a quiz later. Follow the hole. What happens in the hole? It's like the yeah. So yeah, expect weird stuff like this. That's actually a perfect way to open this up, I think. Yeah. So if you are squeamish to any of that kind of stuff, do be ready to just leave. Honestly, we'll do Mario Party next. This is just me wanting to play something weird. Yeah. Chad made this game for us, guys. Greg, Mike. Okay, and there is a couple other controversy. Well, there's one other controversy that I do know about this game that makes it a little bit weird to play too. We'll talk about that once we see our main character, Chris and Byron, Thomas, Dustin. Yeah. There's Gilbert, the man himself. What's the symbol? Whoa. Here we are. Oh, look, there's a house. Oh, man. Very good. Just ignore that the bell thing is going through the other bells. It's okay. It's DOS, what do you expect? Oh, there we are. There's our man himself. His name is Steve, and he's our character. Alrighty. Put on that flannel, boy. We're getting to work. Okay. Hopefully the game just doesn't crash on us. Did the window get bigger? Hold on. I just noticed that the window is like kind of blocking everything. Let's see if I can fix that. Alright, hold on. Well, that'll do. It's not gonna look pretty, but, you know, life isn't always pretty, so we gotta do what we gotta do. Alright. Okay, so use the right mouse button to attack opponents. Oh, this feels really... Oh, okay, my mouse is now locked in. There's a problem. Oh god. No, my mouse is not locked in anymore, but we don't really want to... I just want to readjust it here quick. How's it look on their side? Okay, it looks clean. Good. Oh no. Don't break now. Don't break now. Oh, I wanted to have those tips. Those tips would have been nice. Okay, here's our pot. Okay, here we go. Okay, movement. We got mouse controls. There is keyboard controls, weirdly enough. And still walk to the location, operate. Target. Take objects, conversations, examines, and exits. Okay. How do we save? I need to know. Oh, literally, I just need to do what I just did before, right? Alright. Okay, cool. We are Steve. And that's how we look at us. Health indicator. Monday. Alright. Hey, how do I get out? How do I leave? There we go. Okay. A 1/48 scale P-47 Thunderbolt with broken propellers. And we got some planes. Cool. A cheap folding chair, such as you find at swap meets, bingo parties, and other religious gatherings. Oh my god. You peer through the thin layer of dust at your reflection. Dresser drawer is unlocked. Oh, we got it. Oh, we got the coin. We got a pen. Okay. Plant. A recently watered plastic plant. What's the point of watering it? Controversial, I know. One of your typical wall clocks. An official Dust Bowl basketball autographed by GPF. A sexy pinup. Why did it do that? Oh man. Oh, look at how he walks. He's a gremlin. Oh, I love his walking cycle. Can we hear the whistle again? There we go. A pair of plastic binoculars with lenses melted to the table. Okay, we're not using those, I guess. Old-fashioned clock with bells and hammer. An empty trash can so clean you could eat from it. 7 flannel shirts accompanied with matching blue jeans are hanging neatly in the closet. Alright, well, we have the same thing. Paper doll by the Mills Brothers sits on the turntable. Obviously, some fat high school girl left it there. I told you, again, you guys gotta be ready, because it's gonna be, it's suggestive, right? And it is from the 90s, and I think it was supposed to be that way. It's part of the satire. So just be in mind that it's outdated, yes, but it's from a different time, right? And there is a point to all of it. All right, I think we got our whole room figured out. Saddle shoes with the laces knotted together. I think we discovered everything in our room, right? A photo of a beautiful girl, blonde, about 17 years old. You got a girlfriend, bud? And he didn't tell us already. We're already taking one more. Jesus. It's stupid and I love it. Wait. Let us begin. Alright. A stunning depiction of the Earth made of papier-mâché. Hello, human. Hello, human. I am walking across the floor. Fine bone china gleams from the mahogany shelves. A box of crayons and a Range Rider coloring book. An old-fashioned console television. Alright. A pass-through for the kitchen. The master bedroom door is firmly locked. Oh, did we just go back to our room? Yeah, we don't want to do that right now. Okay. Okay. We're not going in there.
What?
Hank. Who are you? Who am I? Where am I? Who are you? Who am I? Where am I? What are we gonna say here? Who are you?
Leave me alone, Steve, or I'll tell Mom on you.
Mom?
Mom's in the kitchen, and if you bug me, I'll call her.
Look, I just...
Oh,
Do you
voice
know
acting.
me?
Thank God.
Wish I didn't, 'cause then you wouldn't be my brother, and I'd have your room, and all the presents at Christmas. Though I will soon enough anyway, 'cause you're a lousy rat.
You're my brother?
No duh.
Listen, I don't mean to, bug you, but I can't seem to remember anything. Will you please just tell me who you are?
Mom, Steve is bugging me.
Steve, leave Hank alone right now.
Why'd you call me a lousy rat, you brat?
Why am I a rat? What did I do to you?
You went and got all mushy on that girl, and now you're lighting out on me. Well, if that's the way you're gonna be, then you can drop dead.
Well, you're not. Okay, lighting out.
What do you mean I'm lighting out on you?
First comes love, then comes marriage, then comes Steve in a baby carriage.
What the hell are you talking about?
Mom, Steve said hell.
Young man, don't you dare use that kind of language in this house.
You're a rat.
How'd you like that?
You're a little brat.
Yeah, well, you're in trouble. And you better not forget to take out the paper this morning. Don't try to weasel out of it. You know this is your week to put the paper out in the morning. If you forget again, I wouldn't want to be you when Jimmy catches up to you. Don't try to weasel out of it. Good. Fine.
Okay. Box full of newspaper. Oh. We don't want to leave the house yet. I think we want one of the newspapers. Oh, I keep leaving the house. I think Jimmy's gonna like Jimmy's gonna kill me. Do I already have the Okay, I do have the paper. Okay, we'll have to give that to Jimmy outside apparently. So he doesn't kill us. Catches up to you. Who's Jimmy? Oh god. Alright, so this is our mom apparently. Let's see what she's got going on here. Fireman Sparky Super Foamy Fire Extinguisher. An expertly embroidered old-fashioned wall plaque. Cabinet smells of dirty diapers. A newborn is sleeping soundly. Okay, so there's a baby. Cookies are baking in the oven. Freshly baked cookies are in the trash can. Okay. Knives gleam wickedly in the kitchen's antiseptic glow. These cookies are hot out of the oven.
Well, hello there. How about some cookies? There's plenty of rejects in the trash.
Who are you?
That's a fine way to talk to your mother.
You're my mother?
That's right. Though sometimes I get treated like the hired help around here.
I don't remember you.
Of course you don't. Until you need your socks washed.
No, you don't understand. I can't remember where I am or even who I am.
Land's sake, stop your joshing, won't you? Honestly, Steve, I thought you'd grow up a little after
So that's my name. Steve.
Yep.
Your name will be M.U.D. Mud if you don't stop teasing me, young man.
Alright.
Listen, this may sound strange,
Sorry, just getting comfy.
but I've lost my memory. Do you believe me?
Well, you always were a kidder, Steve.
I'm serious.
Oh boy.
Sure, and next you'll be telling me you don't remember Hank and your little sister.
Okay, sister. Oh, shoot.
Sister?
Shh, you'll wake her. I just put her down to sleep.
Oh.
If she wakes up, she'll just
Oh,
want to
what
eat
the hell?
again.
No bugs already. Great.
Darn it, I'm busy, and if you think I'm going to play along with this nonsense, you're crazier than Sparky down at the firehouse.
Fine. Maybe I am crazy. I can't rule that out. Why can't you just help me a little? Is that too much to ask?
Now you've done it. Are you happy? Poor
The
baby.
sister.
There, there. Did your brother scare you? Let me see.
Good.
Darn that wasp woman. She's a monster, that's what she is.
Okay. Let's learn about Sparky, I guess.
Who's Sparky?
Who cares about that prancing, fire hydrant squatting sissy boy right now? Your sister's eaten a tarantula and you're still fooling around.
If she's my sister.
Enough! Go bother Hank or Stephanie, why don't you?
Okay, cookies.
The bake sale is on Friday, and yet you're baking the cookies now.
Never put off till tomorrow what you can do today.
But they'll be stale by then.
That's why I'm throwing them away.
And then cooking more?
To replace the ones I throw out.
Why?
Well, I have to. No one's going to pay to eat stale cookies out of the garbage can.
But you expect
Fair
me
enough.
to.
Factual
Of
logic.
course not, Steve. I wouldn't charge you. I'm your mother. Help yourself.
So I still have to eat the trash cookies. Great.
What charity is this bake sale supposed to benefit?
It'll help provide a fund for bums and hobos who wander into harvest and have no family ties.
Kind of a specific target group, isn't it?
You have to pay attention to detail when dealing with such people.
I don't know what you mean.
You will. The whole thing has been organized by the Lodge.
Tell me more about this bake sale. Why is it so important?
As I told you, many unfortunates who come to Harvest end up needing financial help.
Why is that the town's problem?
It's not a problem, so long as those folks are taken care of. It's the will of the Lodge.
Okay, what's about the lodge?
What lodge?
The Hall of the Order of the Harvest Moon, Steve. It's just the finest place in Harvest, and the most exclusive.
What's so great about it?
Hard to say, since hardly anyone gets inside. But it wouldn't be so exclusive if it wasn't just wonderful. Just like the new Reynolds dishwasher with their patented auto-dry process, TM. I've never used one, but I know I want it. Instead of sulking around the house all day, why not walk over to the Lodge and apply for membership?
I think I'm very thankful that this game is I think I'm very thankful that it's voice acted, so I can try to save my voice a little bit today. What should we respond to it? Should we join the lodge, or should we joke with Mom? I wish I had chat. I could just tell chat to solve my problems. We'll do it too.
Don't be so hasty, Steve. I think you'll find Harvest is a pretty dull place without the Lodge.
You sound like the membership director.
Don't be silly. I just want what's best for you, that's all.
Oh, okay, so I just wonder.
What lodge?
The Hall?
What's so great
Oh,
about it?
Hard
sorry
to
about
say,
that.
since hardly
Forgot my
anyone gets
glasses were on.
inside. But
Yeah.
that's wonderful, Steve. If you got...
Okay. Harvest.
Harvest is a town unlike any you've ever known.
In what way?
I don't have time to go into it now. Why not take a walk around?
Okay. You are my mother. You should be helping.
Don't forget to put the papers out. I told you.
Okay. What about Hank?
Hank. That kid over by the
Your little brother is homesick from school today, and I won't have you scaring.
Is he really sick?
Look at the show he's watching. Wouldn't you say he's sick? I'd make him stop, but oh, I'm so busy baking cookies for the Harvest PTA charity bake sale. It's on Friday, you know.
I don't know.
Honestly, skipping out of a charity affair. What's gotten into you?
I don't know, damn it. That's what I'm...
Oh no.
Don't you dare use that language around me. You're lucky your father didn't hear you. Or Stephanie, for that matter. How do you think she'd feel knowing her fiancé was a guttermouth?
Oh God. Father.
My father.
He's in the other room. He decided to sleep in today. Now please let me get back to my cookies.
I tried to open the door. It was locked.
Your father overdid it last night. Just leave him alone until I get some catgut. Have a cookie?
Why is she?
Don't forget to...
She's really like doesn't
I
want to
told
talk
you
about
I'm
what
busy, Steve.
happened. Job.
That's right, a job. Your father has everything set up at the meat plant. After your honeymoon with Stephanie, you'll start out as a butcher in the slaughterhouse just like anybody else. Don't expect any favors just because you're the boss's son.
Work at a slaughterhouse? My memory may be shaky, but I do know I don't want to spend my life as a butcher.
You'll get used to it, Steve. Sooner or later, you'll have to.
That sounds like a threat.
Just a fact. Harvest is a small town, and if you want to be with Stephanie, you'll have to get your hands dirty. Jobs are scarce, so it's either work for your father or join the lodge if you can.
And just who is...
Don't you dare toy with that sweet girl. If you start in on her with all this amnesia poop, she'll think her fiancé is having second thoughts about the wedding.
Oh, wedding.
Look, all this talk about weddings is nuts. I'm not marrying anybody till I figure out...
First the heartbreak of psoriasis, and now this. 2 weeks before...
I can't marry someone...
Fine, have it your way, but leave me out of it. If you're going to break Stephanie's heart, you march right next door and...
Fiancé?
Oh, you're not having second thoughts about marrying Stephanie.
Can something like that produce amnesia?
Stop this foolishness right now and count your blessings. Stephanie is great at cooking and cleaning.
What's cooking and cleaning got to do with anything?
Honestly, boys are so dense. What else is there for a wife but cooking
Yeah, I
and
told
cleaning?
you, stereotypes of the old
You may
days,
not
yeah.
appreciate a hot meal on a clean plate when
But
it's there,
again, this
but
was
if
made
it
in the
wasn't,
90s, so
we'd hear about it soon enough,
I think this
I'll
game's
bet.
emulating the 50s.
You're saying that's all there is to
Yeah.
marriage? Cooking and cleaning?
Well, you'll have to ask your father about that, but I'm sure Stephanie will do her duty when the time comes.
Dude, oh, this is gonna get weird, isn't it? Okay.
Bless your innocence, but there are certain disgusting truths that go along with marriage. Facts that can't be disguised by sheets which wrap around the contours of flexing go-go's and bouncing legs. You can't know what I'm talking about, and that's best. When the time comes to make a baby with Stephanie, you'll have to make your peace with the fact that when a farmer plants his seed, he can't help but get some nasty dirt on his hoe.
Okay, thanks, Mom. Let's never
Don't
talk
forget to
again. Let's never talk again, Mom. I don't like you. Wait, what was that?
Good.
Is there like a freeze frame there?
Leave me alone, will ya?
Oh,
This is the good part.
there we go.
Good.
Alright, whatever, Hank. I'm leaving. I'm going outside. Walk, 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 walk. Okay.
Hey, Steve, I'm Jimmy James. Remember me?
I guess not.
Oh,
See you later.
Did-
See.
did I give him the paper? I hope I did. It's full of junk mail, bills, and bake sale flyers. There are security bars fastened to the window with Phillips head screws. An army surplus air conditioner. Stuck on the roof, there's like a disc. High voltage power lines bathe your home in a wholesome, old-fashioned electromagnetic field. You can feel their humming in your dreams. Steel bars are there, yeah. Alright. Okay, so we are now allowed in the town of Harvest now, which is good. Oh, I think did my thing freeze? I think my stream froze. Okay, weird. I think it's fixed now. Don't quote it on it. Okay, cool. It looks fixed to me. Let's go to, so we have, okay, here's the lodge. Potsdam residence, abandoned house. Abandoned house. I don't know what's going on there. Alright. We got a lot of things to figure out here. So here's our house. We have the general store over here. Post office, barber shop, missile base, meat plant, Glen Memorial, sorry, TV station. Here's lodge again. Edna's Diner, police station, a newspaper building, fire station, Wayward Hotel, cemetery, Potsdam residence, and then the abandoned house. So that's where our wife is, right? Or fiance or whatever. Okay. The overhead window is shaped like a wagon wheel. The glass is so clear the reflection makes it difficult to see. Garage needs a new paint job. It's too high to look into. Alright, let's head on in. Let's go. The man of the house squeezing his meat. Oh, you look like a unit. Alright. What is this unit? The music in this area. Oh boy. Funerary urn is the cabinet's sole occupant. Alright. A giant mutant asparagus, inexplicably robust given the fact that it's encased in red concrete. Perhaps the healthful electromagnetic fields of harvest? Alright. All this music's good. Almost made of leather polyester. Alright, buddy.
There he is, my future son-in-law. And how's he doing today? What brings him to the Pottstown?
I came over to see Stephanie.
Oh, you'll have to ask the missus about that. Stephanie's grounded to the wedding. Can't have her changing her mind at the last minute. Not with all that meat at stake.
The meat? The meat.
Meat is the foundation of any decent society. Everyone needs at least 3 servings of red meat a day. And anyone who says otherwise is a commie.
Okay.
And once you're married to Stephanie, I'll be part of the family too. And your father will give me all the meat I want. Kinda makes up for not getting into the lodge.
Why are you so anxious to get into the lodge?
There's wonders inside. I've heard there's more meat in there than they know what to do with. Now that you're of age, Steve, you might go down to the post office and fill out a lodge application. They're always looking for new blood.
Okay. Why is Stephanie grounded yet?
Well, don't look at me. Mrs. Potsdam wants Stephanie to study hard for her finals. If it was up to me, you could go straight upstairs, but you know, the little woman, you'll have to ask her permission to see Stephanie. Sorry, Steve. The last thing I want to do is upset you and your father before the wedding. Not with the meat at stake. You will remind your dad about the meat. Won't you?
It's very excited about meat.
I haven't seen my father.
He's not going to die, is he?
Like I said, I don't know. That woman, Mom, tends to him herself.
Well, next time you see him, be sure to tell him that I said hello.
About
and tell
the
him
meat.
that
Every
I'm
time.
praying for
Meat,
his speedy
meat.
recovery. And also, would you remind him about the meat? Especially about the meat.
Especially
Yeah,
about the
fine.
meat.
If I see him.
You should be more concerned. If he dies, then who's going to take over the slaughterhouse? Who's going to tend to the meat? I guess as his son, you will take over. Right?
Slaughterhouse.
I can't imagine a better job than working in a slaughterhouse.
I think working in the slaughterhouse might be cool.
Sure, it'd be just dandy. And you can't argue with success. Everyone in Harvest gets their meat from your dad. What a grand business to go into. Oh, sure. Cutting animals open may not be much fun.
Oh boy.
Reaching into their bodies and yanking out the bloody guts, intestines dangling and slapping against you, the smell of death and shit in your nostrils all the time. Well, those are all definite cons. But once you're done, the guts have been washed into the gutters.
What was that?
What are you
Oh, I'm
left
sorry. I
with?
don't know what happened there.
Meat. Rows and rows.
And anyway,
of
he's just talking
scrumptious.
about his meat. It's fine. Goodbye. So where's the mom? Is she in here? Hello. Plastic plant with freshly watered soil along with little styrofoam balls. The entire kitchen has a minty fresh looking scent. Yeah. It's just a light. I still clicked on it. I don't care if it's just a light. The icebox is locked. Alright.
Hello, Steve. Have you flossed today?
Probably.
Well, Stephanie is grounded, Steve.
Why?
I'm sure I don't know. Mr. Poston has sent her to her room, and in her room she'll stay until Mr. Poston says...
Tell me about this wedding.
Well, it's set for 3 weeks. We're holding it over at Shady Oaks, Mr. Moynihan's funeral parlor.
Say what?
Now, I know it's not a very romantic place, but there's nowhere else to hold it, thanks to Mr. Potsdam. Mr. Moynihan runs the Wayward Hotel and the Shady Oaks funeral parlor. It's rumored he has
has connections with the lodge, but the Order keeps that kind of thing secret. So Mr. Potsdam has tried to get him to put in a good word for his lodge application, but so far...
What can you tell me about the lodge?
Just that they're exclusive and secretive. If you're curious, you ought to pick up a lodge application at the post office and take it over to the sergeant-at-arms. Isn't that a thought? Forget Mr. Potsdam. If you became a member of the Order, we could hold the wedding inside the lodge. My, wouldn't that be lovely?
Alright.
You mustn't be too hard on Mr. Potsdam, Steve. He's a disappointed man. No matter how many lodge admission forms he fills out, they keep turning him down. He has a new application in, though, so keep your fingers crossed. If he joins the lodge, you and Stephanie can have your wedding in the Chapel of Love, rather than over at Moynihan's place.
I thought you said it was really secretive. Okay. So if I say Steph, I don't want to try to botch your name. I'm not good. H.
Sorry, I didn't
That's okay.
give my Hello, dear.
Yes, please.
She's upstairs. Go right on up.
Oh, okay, cool. We can head on up.
Give my regard.
Cool. See you later. The closet door won't budge. Oh, this is the bathroom. Medicine cabinet reeks of various... Oh. We got some vitamins. Okay. We have tampons, I guess. Be sure to roll... Okay, that's funny. Disinfectant. Do not be used for baking cookies, yeah. 1 hour cough medicine. Oral lube for getting in and out of... Okay, we got the... Oh, we got some aspirin. Well, Band-Aids? Okay, we don't need those. Okay, we got a bunch of items now. We've got the pen, quarter, aspirin, vitamins, tampons, and a jar of oral lube. Great. She's purty. It's covered with what appears to be toothpaste. Yeah. Okay, just don't think about that. It's gross. Bit crooked. Oh no. Oh no. I don't want to do that. We're not peeking at somebody. That's not happening. Sorry, guys. I told you. Someone's using this plastic plant as a toilet. Ugh, gross. This window affords a spectacular view of aluminum siding. The towels are stiff as boards. A thin layer of hair coats virtually every inch of ceramic, and the rubber ducky has seen better days. Ew. This looks so clean, and yet it's not. Wads of used tissues fill this trash can. Some of them... Ugh, gross. Okay. Okay, we're leaving. We're fine. Ugh, let's just go see her and get out of here. Several books about red meat and its importance to living well. These books are obviously fakes. Your makeup looks just fine. That's funny. Hello. She has nice taste.
Who are you? What are you doing in my room?
Haven't you heard?
So, you're the one. Steve, isn't it?
You mean you don't know me?
I mean, I don't know anyone. I don't remember anything. How many times do I have to say it?
Just one, Stephanie, because
Really? Oh God, I thought it was just me.
you're not alone. Can you tell me what's going on here?
Those people downstairs have locked me in my room. They say
Okay.
I'm grounded until the wedding.
Those people.
They claim to be my parents. I can't dispute it because I can't remember for sure one way or the other, but it doesn't feel right.
Okay.
I believe you. Maybe some of these people believe you too. Maybe they're playing dumb.
Why?
Maybe they're responsible. Either way, something really weird is going on here. I've got to escape, and so do you. Because in a way, whether you know it or not, I think we're both grounded. It's been hell. They treat me well, but they won't let me leave this room. Not even to go out in the yard. Not until the wedding.
They won't tell you why?
Each one blames the other for grounding me. They make up different excuses. Different things I did, none of which I remember. So I sit up here, watch the world outside my window, and listen to the noises in the
They
house.
did actually. They had convoluted things. Interesting. Okay.
Every morning, a weird boy comes to the house and picks up the paper. He doesn't deliver the paper. He picks up scrap paper that Miss Potsdam sets out on the porch for him. Some mornings she forgets.
Anything else you can tell me?
I hear these weird scraping sounds in the bathroom sometimes. Like something is sliding along the wall. Claws, maybe. And Mr. Potsdam. I don't like the way my dear daddy looks at me. Both of them are always watching me. But especially him.
You don't think they're dangerous, do you?
I think this whole place is dangerous. I think we've got to escape. Before it's too late.
Okay. We'll skip.
Escape?
Harvest is a prison, Steve. Don't forget that. Of course I'm right. Everything in Harvest seems to revolve around this damned lodge, this Order of the Harvest Moon. They're responsible for this insane bake sale that's coming, and for the Harvest Blood Drive, too. When people talk about the lodge, it's always in this hushed, reverent tone. Mom keeps telling me that women can't join, but she keeps pressuring me to get you to join.
She's not the only one who wants me to sign on with the lodge.
That's probably the worst thing you could do.
You think the lodge is some kind of trap?
I think all of Harvest is a trap.
If that's true.
Look, why not explore the town a little? I can't get out of here, but if I could, that's what I'd do. Maybe you can figure out what's happening here without going anywhere near the lodge.
You're really afraid of the lodge.
I look at that building, all lit up at night, and I get scared.
I mean, look at the damn thing. Seem like a harmless bunch of Masons to you?
Alright.
Come back and visit me soon.
Alright. You do you, I guess. I'm gonna robot my way out of here. Alright, so not a whole lot here, but let's keep on moving. Let's get out of the meat man's house. I'm done with him. Okay. So let's just kind of take a little bit of what we have going on here. So we can potentially, here's the lodge. We could potentially pick up a thing at the post office. I think somebody said that, right? Should we go to the lodge next? Maybe figure out what's going on? What else did we learn about? There's the meat plant. That's where we work. Or, well, we will work. We got a TV station, Edna's Diner, police building, newspaper building, fire station. I guess should we start learning about the whole place before we start trying to solve the mysteries of Harvest? Let's do the general store. He's too busy working to notice you. Tape and broken glass, obviously a professional break-in. phallic sibyl thrusting boldly out upwards from the concrete, ever ready to spew forth. The neon letters drone relentlessly, eternally frozen at 4:05. Air conditioned. Yum. Creamed asparagus tips, 2 for 45.9 cents. Harvest bake sale this Friday in the school gym. Okay, let's head on the inside. A shoddy old TV missing the RHF knob. Shelf contains a variety of odd items for sale. Oh, that's a butt crack. I think. Adult magazine for 25 cents. You must pay Miss Phelps before you can buy anything. We have a slightly used wrench. A cow is bleeding a robust coffee in these Harvest Blend coffee can labels. Cans of soup or possibly rat poison. You probably should be able to identify which one's which. Black electric tape. Okay. Alright. Dead roaches and bits of arid grit coat the water cooler's bone-dry reservoir. An old 16mm projector with Glean Memorial stenciled on it. So I think Glean Memorial is probably the school, right?
Can I help you, dear?
Who are you?
This is Phelps General Store, so who would that make me? Maybe you need to go back to Geen Memorial and have Miss Whaley teach you about logic.
Maybe.
I'm fuzzy on a lot of things these days. My memory's gone.
Shaw, you always were a kidder, Steve.
I'm serious.
Somebody
I
already
need some
said that,
help.
didn't they? Mom said that, didn't she?
Well, they say a sharp blow to the head is a good thing for amnesia. In which case, I'd recommend Miss Whaley again. Then again, they say a good scare can jog the memory. In which case, I'd advise you to visit the Sergeant at Arms over at the lodge. That man gives me the willies. Speaking of willies, how's your father?
Oh, he's got no willy.
No. My so-called mother keeps him locked in his room. And I can't get in.
Care to buy anything today? Just point to whatever you want.
So we can buy... Okay. We can buy... The only thing a quarter will buy you is an adult magazine.
A girly magazine? Why, Steve, I'm surprised at you. I'd expect that sort of thing from Deputy Loomis, but never from you. He's always coming in here oogling the girly magazines behind my counter. Darned if I'd sell him one, though. I know his wife, for heaven's sakes.
Well, will you sell me one?
I certainly will, Steve. That kind of interest is healthy for a young fellow. Stares him away from being a fireman.
Okay. Do we have... We have the magazine, I guess, now, okay?
Okay.
Can't use it on ourselves, okay. That's unfortunate. Alright, so we can't buy anything else here right now. I think that's it. Succulux. Super Suck Vacuum Cleaner. It really sucks. That's funny. Alright. Let's get out of here. The missile base is just literally just over there. Alright, so we were at the general store. Let's go to the post office next. I haven't saved in a while. Or we haven't saved at all yet. Let's try saving for the first time. Okay, so game 1. Oh, do we get to put our own things for the saves? Post. I don't know. There we go. Okay, I think we saved our game for the first time. Cool. An old glory flag. Looks like Mr. Pastorelli forgot to put out the paper for Jimmy. Oh my god, Jimmy is like violent apparently. You need to not forget apparently to put those things out. Alright, let's go into the post office. We can get a form, an application, right? Is it Cope map with Harvest Dead Center? These mailboxes seem hardly used. Three clocks, 3 times. Bake sale, Friday.
Yes?
I need some help. Mr.
Postmaster Boyle, what can I do for you today?
Yeah, I'd like to draw our lodge application.
Sorry, youngster, we're out of applications right now.
Come on, you must have one around here somewhere.
Well, I do have the master, but you can't write on that, and I only make copies once a month, on the button, regular as clockwork. Afraid not, son. You can't get them anywhere but the post office. I'm sorry, you'll just have to come back in a month, same as anyone else. And even then, I can't guarantee you'll get an application. The line is always long, and there are never enough to go around.
It's very important.
That's what they all say. Postmaster Boyle, I'll just die if I don't get into the lodge. I can't make an exception, young man. Next time... Sorry, son, no time to talk.
Damn.
Next time you...
Blind woman is trying to read her mail. Oh, jeez. Okay, so he's not he has a copy, the master copy, but he's not giving that to us. So we need to find a way to get another copy of the thing. Anyway, so let's go to the barber shop now. Pastorelli. This is the guy that had the Is that an attack button? I never knew about the punch button. Oh, good, we have an attack. Good. We can punch somebody out. Oh, what the... yo, alien? An unfortunate extraterrestrial who journeyed hundreds of light years to end up mounted on a barber's wall. That's sheep. Except for its occasional hairball cough, it's hard to tell if the sheep is alive or not. Fancy barber's pole secured to the wall with straight shot screws. A dangling television is sure to cause neck strain at this angle. It takes a true sportsman to hunt down these dangerous cows. Made of solidified mosaic and sticky hairspray, this lovely mannequin is a work of art. Picture of a young Mr. Pastorelli, spaghetti on his mouth and all. As a young buck. Clem Parsons took this rare photograph of an extraterrestrial. He got aliens, man. Colonel Buster Monroe flipping the bird from his B-17 cockpit. Doesn't respond, not understanding English.
Howdy, Steve.
Yeah. Howdy back, Mr.
Pete Swell, Steve. Don't you pull my old leg now. Change your mind about that aluminum siding?
What are you talking about?
I really think you should talk your father into buying some. He can afford it. And I can't stress enough the value of some really fine aluminum siding. Keeps it warm in the summer, cool in the winter, and it keeps out the sheep. Pastorelli ought to look into some, but I can't get him to understand a word I say.
What's aluminum siding, I guess?
Steve, aluminum siding can't get a fair shake no more. Started when those firemen came to harvest, filling people's heads with newfangled notions like color coordination and interior design. You can paint aluminum, you know, if you want to. But even so, I can't seem to move it anymore. Not even to a rube like Pastorelli. Thank God for the plumbing.
Plumbing?
Well, I seen the end coming for the aluminum siding game, so I took a mail course and learned how to be a plumber. Now, there's a business that never lets up. You'd be surprised what people flush down the toilet.
Okay, what about Pastorelli?
Pastorelli's a rube from way back. Ask Clem Parsons how he followed up with the alarm system in here. I'm a plumber. I could fix it for him, but he just won't listen.
Yeah, consider him.
Nice to see.
Alright, Mr. Parsons.
Hello there, youngster.
Oh,
Say, them
jeez.
aliens I was telling you about? Well, they came back last night. Cut another
God.
crop circle in my south field.
How come I never seen none of them saucers, Clam?
Them aliens is wily, Pete. You don't cross the intergalactic void without learning a trick or two. You know what Pastorelli did? Yesterday, he gets an alarm system to protect his pole. Only he don't know how to rig it, so now it's all awry. Why, that barber's pole of his is his pride and joy. Brought it all the way over from Italy, wrapped all special-like. It ain't nothing but colored glass with some bulbs stuck up in it, but he thinks it's the be-all, end-all. Installed that alarm system just to protect it. Though who in tarnation would want to steal a worthless piece of junk like that? I don't know.
Maybe them aliens, Clam.
Oh, Pete, don't be ignorant. Them aliens don't give a fig for no colored glass. You think if they can build spaceships, they can't make a dadgum barber pole? Crazy hick don't know nothing about science.
I want to ask about the aliens.
Well, son, the ways of the alien is a specialized area of woodcraft unknown to all but the wiliest sportsmen. What you gotta remember is, your average alien is smarter than your average human. So you gotta be extra careful building your blind if you want to bag one.
You hunt aliens.
Son, after nailing an alien, you can never go back to quail. What, you think you can get one of those at a swap meet?
I love it.
Line your blind with lead to fool their sensing machines. Lay real quiet and wait. Preferably in the woods around the nuclear base. Oh, they love messing around out there.
Why not wait outside your field, Clam? Wait for 'em to come a-carving.
Oh, they do their crop doodles with zap guns, you darn fool. Don't you know nothing? Besides, ain't no place to put the blind out in the field. Now, you listen to Clem Parsons if you want to tag an unearthly being. They cross the void, wondering what lies beyond, all the time not knowing that what awaits them is buckshot.
Alright, the alarm system.
Pastorelli shelled out for an alarm system, all right, but he's too cheap to hire an electrician to hook her up. Dang it, he cross-wired it to the fire sprinkler, so now when the alarm goes off, it sets the sprinkler spraying. Tarnation! Aliens looking for intelligent life ought to stay away from this shop, sure enough.
Oh my god.
Anytime.
So, the key takeaway is that the barber's pole is going to have some kind of importance, and he's wired it so the alarm system will set off the sprinklers, so we have to keep that in mind. And straight slot screws, we'll need like a screwdriver if we ever need that. Okay, I think that's it for that area. He did talk about that missile base. I've been kind of like waiting. Should we go to the missile base? Alright. Okay, we'll just do the same one. Missile. I don't know. I'll make new names for them sometime. There's a plane. This base is well stocked with missiles. Aircraft should be well maintained. Oddly enough, this guard booth is the only building on the base. Buster Monroe. Electrified chain link fence surrounds the base. Alright.
Halt! Who goes there?
They tell me my name is Steve.
All right. This is Section 21. Keep your distance, son. I wouldn't want to have to blow your head off.
That makes two of us.
So you're the amnesiac, huh? Just another draft-dodging ploy the way I see it. But at least you're not an alien. You see their ships.
I also
every now and
noticed
then.
that he's got
Sometimes swell bags one.
he's
in
got
the
no
woods.
legs.
Who are you?
He's
Colonel
Joe
Buster
Swanson.
Monroe, commander of the Harvest Nuclear Missile Installation, keeping America safe from those who would dye our flag red, white, and pink.
These are nuclear missiles?
Goddamn right they are. Every one of them ready to rain death on the Ruskies. All I gotta do is hit the button and blammo! The price of vodka goes through the roof. Along with the vodka.
Well, I suppose you have, you know, safeguards against accidents?
Safeguards? Don't be such a weak sister. There are no safeguards. This is the 50s.
Then you have sole control of the, missiles.
Nice.
That's right. Been in charge here since WW2, when I got my lower torso shot off in the war.
Oh, hello.
Those pantywaists in Washington wanted to stick me behind a desk. To hell with that. They owed me. I left my legs in Dusseldorf. They owed me. Of course, they felt that after the trauma of having to crawl from Germany to England trailing my intestines behind me, I was too emotionally unstable to continue in the military. That's why they gave me this nice cushy job and put me in charge of the nuclear missiles.
Alrighty. Commie bastard. There's a lot of...
Remember, Duck.
I'm kind of worried about this guy. I feel like if I screw up, he's gonna... Like, it's too direct of a plot that they're gonna, like, nuke us.
Halt! It's just... What do you want? That's good. Someone has to keep them in check. I'm glad you stopped by again. I want you to infiltrate those firemen, mister. There's a lot of art going on over there. I want to make sure they haven't turned into commie bastards. You got that? Remember?
Oh, there's a bunch of, like... Well, he wants us to go talk to the firemen. Okay. And the firemen are this way, I think, right? So we have the meat plant, TV station, and Glen Memorial. The meat plant, that's where our dad works. Oh no, we don't leave. Bloody tire tracks. Sorry, we don't leave yet. Okay. Whatever's in these barrels smells extremely bad. Okay, let's just get a note here.
How's your father? Is he better?
Okay.
About the same, I guess.
I don't like this.
He's been away from work for weeks. And when I call your house, your mother won't let me talk to him.
I haven't seen him either.
This is a fine kettle of fish, I must say. Though I am glad to see you taking an interest in the business in your dad's absence.
Who are you?
Aw, Steve, I didn't want to believe that amnesia hokum. Now you're saying you don't remember your pal Pat O'Reilly?
Yeah, we need to question about what's going on
What's
here.
with all the cats? This a slaughterhouse or a kennel?
Oh, them? They eat the scraps, that's all.
Yeah, but look at them. Isn't there some kind of health department that keeps tabs on these things?
Are you going to work at the health department, Steve? Or here? Maybe I get sick of do-gooder busybodies sucking around here all the time. A man's up to his elbows in guts all day, every day. What more do they want from him?
What's with all the...
Oh, them?
Yeah, but...
Are you going to... That's good to know. You're fine.
My point was only, you shouldn't allow animals...
We don't let them get into the meat. That's unsanitary, and the health department wouldn't stand for it. There's things you don't know about the family business, but you'll learn. You may come to realize that this business is not for everybody. Just ask your poor, ill dad. It takes dedication and a strong stomach. A lot of times, when I'm finished scrubbing up and digging the bits of intestine out from my fingernails, I must confess I don't have much appetite for red meat. But red meat is one of the principal food groups, and you've got to have it. So when you can do this all day and help yourself to a juicy red steak afterwards, then by golly, you can call yourself a butcher.
Huh.
Of course, amnesia would certainly help that, wouldn't it?
Come to think of it, I don't see any cattle around here. Where do you keep the animals?
Does it matter? The end product is all the customer cares about, Steve. And we only carry the finest meat,
like this.
only the juiciest cut.
I am not okay with this at all.
Once you take over the business, you'll realize the importance of maintaining quality while cutting costs. We know what we're doing here, Steve. If we didn't, would the lodge use us to cater their affairs? Listen, Steve, I've never met a group of individuals as upstanding as the Order. You ought to think about joining the lodge. You really should.
Cutting costs?
There are certain tricks of the trade, Steve. Once your dad gets better and you start working in here cutting up the meat, you'll be privy to them. There's always cheaper, better ways to do things, if you're creative. Don't be such a stranger, Steve, and my best to your dad.
Okay, we need to leave. We need to go. We're good. Goodbye. Alright, the Glean Memorial School. Please be sort of normal. No, it's not. We know it's not going to be. Alright, we have... trash can. A distasteful amalgam of chewed gum, mangled love notes, broken ballpoints, oozing blue ink, and wadded clean. Oh, of course. Riddled with staples. Lockers are riddled with inexplicable stains and dents. Great. Glass protected fire alarm. Oh, we could be a menace. Let's be a menace. All right. Fire alarm. There we go. Principal Herman will not let you use the fire alarm. Oh, whatever. Drinking fountain doesn't work. So the only one that's working, the principal's hogging? Okay, let's talk about it.
Steve, good of you to drop by, big guy. Haven't seen you since graduation.
All right.
A lot of changes, I hear.
You could say that.
Good, good. That's a nice part of my job. Turning fine young men and women out into the world, and then watching them prosper. Of course, I was able to reach more people at the old Sentinel, God bless her. But then again, I never got to see the results of my work up close before.
Who are you?
You know very well I'm Mr. Harold, the principal of Gain Memorial. Steve, I've heard about this amnesia nonsense. I had hoped you'd be in the lodge by now, fine young fellow like yourself. But now, I think maybe you need a little more quality time.
Great. Okay. The Sentinel. Let's see what that is.
Boy, I sure miss the old newspaper. The sheriff never did investigate that fire properly. Call it a newspaper man's instinct. Though I can't imagine why Sheriff Dwayne would cover up anything. I mean, the only ones who stood to profit from the newspaper going out of business was the owner of the TV station. And Mr. McKnight had an airtight alibi. Still, if not for the fire, I never would have wound up as principal of Gain Memorial.
Gain Memorial? Sounds like a cemetery or a hospital, not a school.
This institution was named for a great man, whose first name escapes me. He epitomized the great potential within us all, big guy. I hear there's an honorary plaque commemorating him within the lodge.
Interesting.
Big guy, borrowing some quality time, the greatest gift I can bestow upon you as your former principal is a word of advice. Join the Order of the Harvest Moon at any cost. Within the lodge lies your future, and without, dust.
Okay.
Surely mine is the most important position in Harvest. The ability to mold young minds. That's power. You might think Sheriff Dwayne's the most important man here, big guy. But he only deals with my failures. When I do my job right, the sheriff never sees a thing.
Okay. Why do you keep calling me big guy?
Why do you keep calling me big guy?
A sign of respect, lad. As principal, my station is higher than yours now, but you never know what the future holds, so you should always hedge your bets and pay tribute to your inferiors. You never know who will come to power, or who, even now, wields it behind the scenes. For all I know, you might already be a member of the Order, with access to the Lodge. If that were the case, you'd be my superior, and I'd be all that much better off having shown you respect and spent some quality time with you.
What is quality time? I'm scared to learn.
What do you mean, quality time?
Some, like Miss Whaley, favor stern discipline, corporal punishment, as a means of socialization. Myself, I temper discipline with love.
Great.
Quality time can be such a warm, sharing experience. After just a few sessions, you'd stop this amnesia nonsense and become a productive member of society and a fit candidate for the Lodge.
Really likes the...
Drop in again soon. Adult education is a wonderful thing, as is adult quality.
I don't like how he says quality time. Door's locked. We held here. Oh, there's a door we can go into. Okay. Even the paper cutouts look stunned and zombified. Oh, I didn't want to leave that. Yeah. Projector carefully engineered to sound good when played underwater. Children look stunned and zombified. They're zombies? Miss Whaley.
My goodness, class, this is Stephen. He used to be a student here at Gein Memorial. Say hello, class. They're reticent. The educator's gravest problem today is the apathy of the students.
What's wrong with their heads?
I can tell you in one word, Stephen. Discipline. Thank goodness you weren't a sulky bear. You were always a smiley bear.
Oh no.
Then you remember me?
Not as such. So many pupils, Stephen. They come and they go. But I can always spot those who were nice boys. You can tell from the forehead. The lobes. Right, class? I'm glad you stopped by, Stephen. Would you care to say a few words to the class about civic responsibility?
Not really. I was just passing through.
Oh, but you must, Stephen. A positive role model might be just the thing to inspire these little monsters. Stephen, have you any questions? Ask away then.
Okay. What's she know about
This
the lodge?
What do you know about it?
The building itself, like Harvest, was constructed with a specific purpose in mind. That noble intent is known only to those within the Order. You're at about the right age to join them, Stephen, and you will do so if you care about your future.
Lovely. Harvest.
Can you tell me anything about...
Harvest was founded by the Order of the Harvest Moon about 100 years ago.
For what purpose?
Why, I'm sure you'd have to ask them. You'll find the members of the Order at the Lodge. We don't practice corporal punishment here. I've never believed in that old adage, spare the rod and spoil the child. A rod is too thin. But a baseball bat?
Oh.
That bridges the generation gap quite nicely.
Okay.
Oh dear. Colonel Monroe is conducting another air raid drill. Everyone into the hallway, quick!
Oh no. No, I'm not ready. No, don't do it.
If an A-bomb hits, what good is it gonna do
Oh,
to duck and cover?
little John, no. Oh, God. Oh, okay. Boink. Oh, thank God. Oh! Well, I've seen my nightmares tonight.
My stars, that was exciting.
Yep. We need to leave.
Stop.
Goodbye. I'm leaving. Come on, Stephen Bot, let's get out of here. Alright, how to get out? Sorry, I had to sneeze like twice. Alright, TV station. Examine. Okay, again. Too busy drinking and smoking, they know. Good. A silver tucker with a yellow exterior. Just get inside. A fairly primitive form of mind control. Oh, jeez. Either the show wasn't compelling or nobody wanted to be taken out by friendly fire. Odd, no one has operating the cameras.
Stay tuned, buckaroos. There's more to come on Range Riders Cowboy Roundup.
Oh, this is the cowboy show,
so don't go away.
Jeez.
And what's your name, hombre?
Steve.
Steve's a swell name. My dog's name is Steve. Would you like my autograph, Steve?
Yeah.
Here you go, then.
TV violence, okay.
Violence? What about it?
Wow, we could be... Should we be... Don't you know the violence is bad for them? Or I love all the blood and gore in your show.
What red-blooded American doesn't? Nothing like an exploding head to get the blood pumping. Literally, that is.
Even so, do you think society pays a heavy price for the violence in the media?
Of course they pay a heavy price. Just look at the net profits. They'll line up around the block to see a good slaughter. Now, excuse me, we're going...
I'm not done yet.
Can't talk now, buckaroo.
Oh, that's it? Okay.
Violence is as American as apple pie and low SAT scores.
Jeez.
Where would we be right now if the cowboys hadn't gone out west and butchered innocent people to steal their land? Answer me that, Mr. Know-It-All.
But what about studies that have shown that children become more violent when watching violence?
Buckaroo, I rip the guts out of godless heathen Injuns. Most kids don't see godless heathen Injuns on a regular basis, and if they do, they better either get their eyes checked or do like old Range Rider and shoot the bejesus out of them. Lest they want to go untreated for psychotic hallucinations, or wind up with their scalps hanging from a buckskin belt. Oh, shit! Ow! Shit on a stickaroo!
Jeez.
The parents that are griping about violence on TV are the same parents that go outside in the morning to fetch their papers, secure in the knowledge that they won't get an arrow through the noodle because the violence they hate so much done cleared the engines out of the neighborhood.
Yeah, civilization has benefited from violence. But should violence be treated as entertainment?
Check my ratings, son. Violence is entertainment. I just put it on the air. If some kid watches, that says something about the kid, not me. Now, excuse...
That was definitely a lot of the purpose of this game was just kind of said right there. Mr. McKnight. So he could have potentially been involved with he could have been involved with the burning of the newspaper building, so... So empty cubicles. Either McKnight loves to recall his salad days as an insurance salesman, or he can't keep his employees happy.
Hey, Sport. This is a private office.
Yeah, I know.
McKnight. I own and operate this station.
I've lost my
The hell it is! You always were a kidder, Steve.
Damn.
Actually, I was just wanting to know more about...
Hey, WHAR is the only television station in Harvest. Since the old Sentinel went under, what with the newspaper building burning down and all, we're golden. Nobody competes with us, Sport. Partners. I run the whole show solo, pal.
Picture of a glorious model shined with Kiss My Pineapple, Red Muffy.
Don't hurry back. Don't hurry.
Okay, he's not taking any more talk. Okay, bye. So, corny western backdrop, complete with a cardboard teepee. So, again, I can't say that what they're doing is good, but they're kind of like the least violent. Well, okay, never mind. They're killing people basically for entertainment. So, no, I guess I can't really say that they're not violent because they have some problems too. Okay, the diner. 1955 Frag 100 with a real leather seat. Even from the ground, you can hear the sonorous buzz of the neon. DNA's diner, or Edna's diner, sorry. That's pretty much it, That bike is also parked in the fire lane. Or that whole thing is a fire lane. Hello.
Hi, what's your name?
Karen,
What are you doing?
Oh, it's a Karen.
playing. My mom.
Not now, maybe later.
Okay. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Not a whole lot to see in this place, sadly, eh? A smoke alarm. Okay. Alright, let's talk to Edna.
Oh, Steve, what are you doing sneaking up on me like that? God, for a second I thought you were Mr. Johnson. Sure. And my name's Edna Fitzpatrick. I'm not the one with amnesia.
Then you believe me.
Well, you always were a kidder, Steve.
I guess I've changed. I'm not kidding.
Now, Steve, faking amnesia won't help anything.
Oh, come on, Ed.
If you don't want to marry Stephanie, then don't. I'd expect that from Karen, not an 18-year-old. You've met Karen, my 8-year-old. Other than the diner, she's all I have.
She's playing with the baby. Hoping that's a doll or something.
There isn't a nicer girl in Harvest than Stephanie, Steve. You should be grateful that she's promised you her hand.
I don't remember that happening, Edna.
Honestly, you men are so childish. I don't know what it is about marriage that turns even the bravest man into a coward. I was going to marry Karen's father when he just up and ran out on me one night.
Oh, jeez.
I heard that he joined the lodge. But if he did, I never saw him come out again. Even Sheriff Dwayne wasn't able to find out what happened to him. Mr. Johnson has a liking for me. I'd call it a crush, but that's too innocent a word. He's a bitter man with too much time on his hands. He's never gotten over being rejected by the lodge. And there's something unwholesome in the way he looks at me. I'm always glad when the sheriff comes in every day at noon.
Sheriff.
Sheriff Dwayne is such a dear man. And I don't just say that because he's my most regular customer. Every single day, rain or shine, he comes in here at noon for lunch. Sits in the same spot, too. That's at least an hour every day when I can be sure Mr. Johnson won't show up. You know, it's funny. Dwayne never comes in here with Deputy Loomis, but he frequently dines with Mr. McKnight. You know, the owner of the TV station. Sometimes he comes in with Postmaster Boyle, but somehow I don't think they're friends.
Interesting. Let's see what Boyle's got.
Though I see them together a lot, Boyle and the sheriff never act very friendly towards each other. Almost like there's some kind of bond between them besides friendship, though what it might be I can't imagine. Maybe Sheriff Dwayne resents the fact that he's never been able to get into the lodge. Though that's not Boyle's fault. He just hands out the applications. He doesn't decide who gets admitted.
Alright, I think that's... Oh, what's it? Lodge?
The lodge is the repository of all wisdom. You should join the Order of the Harvest Moon, Steve. And soon.
Why? For God's sake, what is it about this place?
The wheat ripens and waits not for the scythe. The farmer who waits too long, it were better that he use the scythe to rip his own stomach out than to stay his scythe when the wheat ripens. The harvest moon wanes and then comes winter. An empty belly, the body son's belly, gurgling within or bloody on the ground. What does it benefit a man if he gains his soul and loses the world? You hunger. Feed yourself before it's too late. Oh.
Edna?
Steve. What happened? Were we talking about Boyle? Or was it Karen?
You seemed strange there for a minute.
I'm sorry. I'm under a lot of stress. Running this diner all alone. Forgive me. Stop by.
That was kind of weird. The simulation took a hand there. We're all in a simulation. I don't know. Probably not. Okay, so that was the diner. What's our time right now? We're gonna check out... We'll check out, like, a couple more places. So that's the newspaper building. It's burnt. Yeah, oh, wow. Yeah, that's a good boy burn. 3 fire hydrants and the building's still burned down. Alright, let's see what the fire station has to say about that.
Please excuse the mess. They've done wonders with the upstairs bedroom, but this garage defies color coordination.
Fire trunk with a lovely shade of pink. With all the rose pretty flowers that firemen... Oh god. More dog abuse. I need to move. Alright, bark bark. Saliva is foaming from his barking chops.
Don't bother me, I'm sketching. Oh, look what you made me do!
Impressionistic landscape. Picture of a storybook fairy castle. Is it the Disney castle? A well-endowed nude man standing in the moonlight. Lights are too high to reach. A phallic-like structure standing all in a row. Decorative oriental fans from the Ming Dynasty. An accident just waiting to happen.
I don't converse on the job, Steve.
Oh.
I don't...
Hello, Steve. Welcome to the House of Flame, as we like to call it.
Okay.
Oh, cut it out, Spots, honestly. Once he gets barking, a good piece of meat is the only way to shut him up. There you go, Spot.
Good.
So, Steve, bet you don't remember me. Heard about that short in the old wiring. I'm Fire Marshal Sparky, head of your fire department.
Okay.
Don't be silly. Everyone thinks that amnesia kick is a scream.
Wow.
You always
were a kidder, Steve. Oh my god, it's like the catchphrase now.
It's my job to keep abreast of developments in the community, to better serve you, the public. I'm sure you'll be thrilled when you learn of the many civic improvements we have planned for your fire department.
Such as...
Well, don't tell any of the others, but I've secured a bolt of the most divine mauve material. I've hidden it because, well, if any of these Marys got a hold of it, it'd be gone in a jiffy. So I'd rather keep it hush-hush. I'm going to make new drapes for the firehouse, and if I have any left, cross your fingers, I'm going to make everyone matching mauve pillow cozies.
Those are civic improvements.
Don't be such a party pooper, Steve.
Is that what he's working on? That's beautiful. That's beautiful art.
Besides, we haven't had a fire in Harvest since the newspaper building burned down. Though I'll admit that the Wasp Woman's place is one big accident waiting to happen. Isn't that right, Spots?
Dog cutscene. Okay, so art. Newspaper fire.
A dreadful affair. You wouldn't think that a brick and steel building with a sprinkler system could go up that quickly.
I think it was arson.
Oh, please. Dwayne was glad enough to see the thing go up, and so was McKnight. If you could get into that safe in his wall... Forget it. Look, Steve, as far as I know, the fire was an accident. Let's just leave it at that. Now don't you go moving.
The wasp one?
Some people think all we do is sit around, sketching, fetching examples of manhood for our own amusement. Nothing could be further from the truth. Why, just the other day we cited Tetsu and Crumb for fire code violations. All the dried-out paper wasp nests clustered around our wooden house. Why, it's a chemlog just waiting for the right faggot. Believe me, none of us wants to see another fiasco like the Sentinel fire. A dreadful.
Oh, we're right.
Art enriches the community, Steve. No less than a pulsing fire hose or a fireman beating down a blazing door. So what if we're drawing a nude man? So what if all we ever draw is a nude man, or the same nude man over and over in all sorts of provocative positions? Context, not content. Process, not subject. Don't be so ghost, Steve. It's beneath you. Bye-bye.
Dope. Alright, let's get out of here. This guy, them's me the... that's the thing. Get out of here, you robot, Steve, man. Okay, police station. The cop ignores you. Tis busy writing a bug report. Stars and stripes forever. Alright, here's the HPD. Okay. An empty file cabinet labeled solved cases. Oh goody. It's labeled unsolved arson and it's full. Unsolved murders and it's full. Oh joy. Sheriff Dwayne.
Hello, Steve. Let me introduce myself. I'm Sheriff Dwayne, and this here...
Pleasure, I reckon.
Then? Of course we have. But I heard about your alleged amnesia, and figured I'd play along. I sure hope this is just a prank. And not the start of some insanity plea. Keep your nose clean, or you'll wind up in jail, and that's no place to hold a wedding. I understand you witnessed Miss Whaley's dispensing a little discipline at the school, and she thinks you may be, feeling a mite bent about it.
I mind my own business, Sheriff, yeah.
That's always the wisest course, boy. Sticking your nose where it doesn't belong can get you in a world of trouble. Especially if you're a gynecologist. Heck, there isn't a psychiatrist around who'd disagree about what a calming influence a dent in the head can be. You can't argue with science, Steve. It's bigger than all of us.
Jail.
Now that's a place you don't want to wind up, boy. We've got a 3 strikes and you're out rule here in Harvest. You get arrested the 3rd time, you never get out of jail alive. So don't go committing any crimes, boy. Amnesia or no, I'll lock you up pronto.
Okay, crime.
Crime-wise, nothing much has happened in Harvest since the newspaper fire. Oh, sure. Every week or so, we get the odd transient dropping dead. But other than that, we get a lot of bums, drifters passing through Harvest. Those people are never very healthy to start with. I figure they come to our fair town, look around, and decide it's a nice place to die.
You mean they drop dead here on a regular basis?
Like flies. I'd slap them all in jail if I could, but there's never enough room. Besides, they're pretty good about not sticking around long. Sure, it's a burden on Mr. Barnahan, though, having to bury them all. I only hope the PTA Lodge bake sale will help out along those lines. Oh, I forgot. You've got amnesia. Mr. Barnahan operates both the Wayward Hotel and the mortuary. Kind of a double burden for the poor man, transients always wandering in and looking for a place to crash, then croaking.
Maybe it's not a coincidence.
You mean a crime? Oh no. Moynihan's charity only extends so far. He won't check them in, but he'll sure check them out quick enough. He figures if they can't pay for the room, to hell with them. But if they can't pay for the burial, it's hell for us. What with the smell and all. I guess you can't say too much against Moynihan. What with him letting you hold the wedding in his mortuary chapel and all. Amnesia or no, you can't have forgotten you're about to marry the prettiest little thing in Harvest. I think you and Stephanie are perfect for each other. I just hope her father's disappointment doesn't spoil everything.
Disappointment?
Mr. Potsdam wants to hold the wedding in the lodge, but he'll never get in. Like all the rest, he's always hanging around the post office the first day of the month, waiting for Boyle to bring out that month's lodge applications. And there's always a long line, never enough applications to go around, and even if you do get an application, chances are you're right out of luck. Fewer called to the order and even less accepted. And Potsdam, well, they've turned him down so many times, unless he does something radical, he'll never get in.
Jeez. Lodge.
I don't mind telling you, I'd never get anything done if not for the lodge's efforts. To join the Order of the Harvest Moon is the highest dream of everyone in Harvest. Like I said, unless you get an application on the first day of the month, you're generally out of luck. Stop by the post office and talk to Postmaster Boyle.
Yeah, he's not giving out.
Stop on by.
What about Loomis?
Anything I... Help yourself. Speaking of which, you're real lucky to be marrying Stephanie. She don't look like a good woman. I just hope she don't turn out like Mrs. Loomis. Or mercy forbid, Mrs.
A man's needs.
Why, you sure ought to appreciate what a man's got to do sometimes in a parked car or a waist-high knothole in a tree or jail cell at noon.
Oh, jeez.
Matter of fact, Mrs. Phelps got no reason not to sell you some of them French postcard girly picture books. If you can get any, it's see clear to part with them. Bring them round when the sheriff's at lunch and I'd be obliged.
He's literally right there, but sure.
Mrs. Phelps down at the general store don't help things none. She's got them special picture books, the one with the ladies. But she won't sell me none on account of she knows my wife, Mrs. Loomis. Dad gum if that don't burn my britches. If I even ask about 'em, she tells Mrs. Loomis and I get the broom. Enough to break a man's heart. Her burning my French postcards and me unable to replace them. A man's got needs, don't you know?
A man's needs.
Why, you sure ought to appreciate what...
Okay.
Anytime.
I don't like how he said that. Door's locked. Door's locked.
That's the evidence room, where we store items lifted from crime scenes. It's kept locked at all times. There's things in there that could make people jump through hoops, if I wanted. That's the evidence.
Alright. Mr. Loomis is definitely the one that have to give the girly picture books to, so I'll have to keep that in mind. Wayward Hotel.
Stephen.
Who are you?
I am Daniel Moynihan, mortician and proprietor of the Wayward Hotel.
Most people ask me why I don't remember their names.
Well, you always were a kidder, Steve. Besides, as one who deals with the dead, I try not to involve myself in the affairs of the living. Your loss of memory is of no concern to me, true or false. Ironic, considering my recent involvement in a charity event.
What are you talking about?
My complaints were central to the scheduling of the upcoming Harvest Bake Sale. I'm gratified the Order of the Harvest Moon got involved. The proceeds will certainly help cover my losses. This bake sale is a joint effort of the Harvest PTA and the Order of the Harvest Moon. The proceeds will be used to set up a fund for transients. In other words, bums and societal rejects without families who wander into Harvest uninvited.
Then the Order is setting up shelters for the home?
Not shelters. Graves. You see a great number of these hobos die while passing through. Don't ask me why, it's what those people do. Use your common sense, Stephen, memory or no. If they were involved in setting up homeless shelters, then why would I be involved? And why would I be sustaining losses? As always, the Order of the Harvest Moon has taken the lead in addressing our societal ills. Through their sponsorship of the blood drive and the bake sale, the Lodge ensures that all our needs are met.
Needs? Such as?
Pardon me, there are corpses to prepare. And my losses have been...
Why should I be interested, Mr. Moynihan?
Of all the spots in Harvest, the Lodge is the most prominent, literally and figuratively. It is the ambition of everyone here to join. And join you must to attain wisdom.
What kind of wisdom?
If I knew, I'd be a member. I have the feeling you have what it takes to join the Order, Stephen. It seems that, like some elephant's graveyard, people of low station come to Harvest to die. They simply drop dead, penniless, and they all need burials. God knows, by putting these people up at the Wayward Hotel, I do more than my fair share. So why must I pay for the coffins and burial materials as well? My losses to the dead are substantial. Hopefully the bake sale will offset some of them. As owner of the only hotel in town, I do my best to accommodate any hobo who straggles into town, vacancies permitting. Thank you. As yet another pilgrim who aspires to join the Order of the Harvest Moon, I do what I can to support their agenda.
And what agenda is that?
None of your concern, young man. Unless you decide to join them.
Alright.
I'd say it's been a pleasure.
The books in earlier era. Reflections make the lobby seem more spacious than it actually is. Okay. The guy seems hard at work, at least, you know. You never went to the cemetery. Oh. Ox cart, fresh soil, manure. Yet another resting place amongst the graves. Lodge is still kind of sitting there in the background. That's kind of cool. I like that. The marble doors have been sealed shut. This leaning Scaramore is dead rotten, unsustainable for climbing or stringing nooses. Great. Okay, that's it. We gotta go back this way if we want to get out. Go, Steve, go! Alright. The Shady Oaks and Waiter area. Oh, hey!
Young man, we really have nothing to say to each other. I have the feeling your image shall soon adorn my slab, and I'd rather not know the face of the meat I'm slicing.
Okay, understandable.
You can't have that, Stephen. I need it for my work. And may I...
I was only gonna borrow...
Indeed.
Security.
I'm afraid that's not good enough. I need that glue for my...
Oh, can I... Maybe... Will he take the lube?
Why should I care?
No. The tampons. You could use
Why
those.
should...
The adult making out. I need to find something to take his glue. Funerary events. This looks pretty cool. I don't know, this is a decent, interesting place to have our marriage. A saint kneels before a shepherd, dutifully terrified. A hauntingly beautiful stained glass window in which a man holds a scythe in one hand and some ethereal power in the other. Other than the weird whipping noise in the background, this is still a pretty decent looking church. That's okay. I don't know. I think the wedding could have been worse. Alright, that's the Johnson residence and then the abandoned house. Okay, so we want to check out, we'll check the Johnson residence, and yeah, I think that's the whole loop. Actually, we still have to check the abandoned house too. Mr. Johnson, and he's got a Tucker. 48 Tucker. Mr. Johnson erected an impenetrable fortress to protect his Tucker during the night.
Hello, Steve. How's the husband-to-be?
Other than having no memory, I get...
All right. You should be ecstatic, considering what you're getting into.
Oh, jeez.
If you haven't gotten into it already. Speaking of which, I heard Stephanie was grounded. Her daddy's worried about getting his meat. Though if I were him, I'd be more concerned about Stephanie getting some meat.
Oh, jeez.
Right. And you are...
You always were a kidder, Steve.
Kidder, Steve.
I'm Mr. Johnson, remember? Glad you stopped by. Just got finished waxing the Tucker. I could use a little relaxation. But since Edna's not here, I might as well talk to you.
What about your Tucker?
Heck of an automobile, isn't she? Damn shame I have to sit out here and watch over her all the time. But if I didn't, those stupid kids might scratch her up playing ball. Hell yes, it's real. I wouldn't be so protective of her if she was just a reproduction. I'm mighty particular about my Tucker. I had the garage remodeled like a fortress, so I could lock her up at night and get some sleep.
I'm sure she's safe enough inside.
A few months back, someone broke into my house, trying to get into the garage. I had to gripe like hell before the sheriff agreed to start the evening patrols and instigate the curfew.
Okay, what about Edna?
Edna Fitzpatrick is one of the snootiest women in town. I declare there isn't a woman in Harvest that'd turn me away. If I was interested, that is. Just because she owns DNAs, she's got all these highfalutin ideas about independence. And her with a little girl to raise.
Oh, I saw what that last thing says, and I don't like to know that we have literally that word. Fine, let's do it.
What makes you so sure she needs a penis?
You saying Edna's getting it from someone else?
Oh, God.
Like maybe that damn Sheriff Dwayne? He's over at
The
DNA's
Rock
diner every
Johnson.
day from noon to 1, eating his dadgum pie. And I got a feeling he'd like Edna for dessert. Sure, it's the only diner in town, but I'm sure he's got more on his mind than food.
Great.
I'll admit DNA's diner does good business. But money isn't everything to a woman. Can money keep you warm at night? Can you wrap your thighs around it? Or rake bloody gashes in its back with your painted hollowed fingernails? Edna! Edna! So, how's Stephanie?
Okay. This one is another weirdo, isn't he?
Speaking of Stephanie, I still have...
I don't have anything to do with that.
That's okay. Personally, I'd prefer a pass to the honeymoon. You could use the back seat of my Tucker for the maiden voyage. It's plenty big, believe you me. I'd drive you around, and I wouldn't look in the back seat, I guarantee it. Though if you'd like to come up front and take the wheel a while, I wouldn't say nay.
Okay, he's oh god.
Bye now.
Just a normal weird person in Harvest, as per usual. Alright, I think that leaves one more. Yeah, not Johnston residence. We've already been there. We have to do the abandoned residence, and then yeah, we're good. I think the abandoned residence or the abandoned house. That's where the wasp woman was, right? The attic window is the perfect nesting ground for wasps. Really. Old cars, perfect nesting grounds for wasps. Everything is wasps. It's all wasps, ain't it? Could sure use a gardener. Alright. Let's head on in. Hello. The icebox is sealed shut with wasp nests. A rather colorful picture of a wasp. Great. A wasp nest.
It's not often that I get visitors. I am Tetsua Crumb. The ignorant of Harvest called me the Wasp Woman. A pejorative, no doubt, born of fear and a poverty of imagination.
I don't understand.
The politics of honey, the Judeo-Christian rites of sacrifice and conventional taboos against unbridled pleasure are all responsible for the prejudice
Great.
against wasps.
I love it. Honey.
The politics of honey are intertwined with the age-old struggle of the aesthetic versus the commercial. Because I choose to raise wasps instead of bees, I'm frowned upon by the community. Why? Well, raising bees is acceptable because they produce honey. But sometimes it's not what is produced, so much as what is performed.
I don't see any particular...
Why must everything have a use? Is money always the determining factor? More slender, more aerodynamic than the bee, the wasp is a joy to behold.
Oh good. It has the symbols that we saw earlier. Great.
Beautiful. Isn't that enough to compensate for the little drawbacks? Regard the wasp. Wasps produce nothing.
Okay, so she's a crazy lady. Alright. See you later, wasp woman. I really have no want with you. Alright, so... You... bugs. Alright, but that is what I wanted to do today. We got... basically all the characters are met. So, when we come back next time to Harvester, we will actually start getting into the story now. But yeah, that is Harvester to start for the day. Oh god, oh no, that's a Steam page. Don't look at that. But that is Harvester for the day. Next stream is gonna be Mario Party 7. I need to stop ignoring the game. But I wanted to do something really weird and different for today, and I think that really did the job. So I'm pretty happy with that. Anyway, guys, that's it. I will see you guys next time. Bye for now. You guys are fantastic as always. See you later.